Welcome back to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex and today we're taking a look at my favourite deals coming in under $10 or your local currency, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. A shout out then to the sponsor of this week's video, Red Deer Games, with their latest release, Detective D, The Silk Rose Murders. We'll talk about that one though a little later in the video, so with that luck hit subscribe if you love the Switch, as much as we all do here, join our growing family and let's get started. So with the Cyber Deals Black Friday sale ending just last week then, I expected things here to be a little bit quiet, but it actually delivered quite a bit more than I expected. Kicking us off then, Tanuki Justice with a new low price of 53% off. It describes itself as a platformer meets bullet hell, and if that wasn't a clue, not an easy game, but absolutely great fun. Think a whole lot of run and gun action that supports up to 2 players. It throws in then timers as well to really dial up that difficulty as well, and packs challenges also. Think here though an adventure through feudal Japan, completely retro as well, but that's the appeal here, with some great pixel work and music. So while I'm on the more old school vibe then, Xenocrisis is here with a new low of 50% off, and if you ever played titles like Smash TV, then this game is a must buy. Think that same idea, so top down 1 or 2 player arena battles, a progressively then ramping challenge, and along the way there's going to be a whole host of weapons to explore. Then it throws you into an alien-infested world as you approach to take back Outpost 88. It has a couple of difficulty options though, 3 game modes, solid pixel work and a fantastic retro soundtrack as well. This is legit 16-bit as well. It released on the Mega Drive or the Genesis, dependent on your region, at the same time. If you want something a little bit more modern, then Welcome to Hanwell is going to be for the horror fans out there. It's rocking a new low price of 85% off. Really enjoyed this one. Sadly, since release they've not managed to kind of match it with a couple of like poor War of the World games, but this one, it's absolutely unique. The idea though, explore this town in London filled with horrors, get to the bottom of what is happening and explore a location that's for sure close to my heart with, you know, English style pubs, parks, all that good stuff. It's a first person horror experience, but faster paced than most. It includes quite a bit of, you know, action as well, so think combat. It's normally better though to run. A shout out then to this week's sponsor, Red Deer Games, with Detective D, The Silk Rose Murders. This one, it's a retro styled point and click adventure as you take on the role of a detective out to solve the mystery of what can only be described as a serial killer. The killer going after young women in the Chinese capital. Not shy either, leaves a calling card. Really though, the concept, like any good point and click here, is a heavy focus on story, puzzles to solve, and then moving from location to location, slowly uncovering the truth. The visual style though, that was striking, and I'm a sucker for the genre. It seems as well dialogue options, they play a big part in the tale as well. Doing a little digging though, it seems it's well loved, 80% over on Metacritic and OpenCritic. The main praise seems to be its pacing, and then Steam, 700 reviews, all extremely positive. I've linked it down below in the pinned comment, but to celebrate launch here, it's even rocking 50% off. So yeah, thanks again to Red Deer Games for sponsoring today's video, and check out the game in the pinned comment down below. Alright, so co-op fans, Unrailed, this game is a must buy. It was a surprise hit for me, I reviewed it on the channel, find that linked in the pinned comment down below, but it's an online and local experience supporting up to 4 players, and yeah, we just found it completely addictive. It was one of those, let's play for 30 minutes, and before you know it, hours have passed. The concept though, you need to keep a train moving by building out track before it progresses too far. With limited tools though, you'll work together, you'll be chopping down trees to make constructions, you'll collect water for overheating, but that's just the beginning. Soon enemies appear, the screen starts to rotate, the scenery just gets intense, and yeah, basically all hell breaks loose. 5 biomes though, procedural generation guaranteeing replayability, a train that can be upgraded, and yeah, it's gonna keep you coming back. It's matching the low price here with 75% off. So here's one I haven't mentioned in a good while, Bleed Complete Collection. You can get these titles now in a number of bundles on the eShop, but for me, it's one of the many hidden gems out there, and it's matching the low price with 85% off. It's for sure short as experiences go as well, but you want all out action, this is going to be a great choice, blending run and gun platforming kind of gameplay. It's always on sale though, honestly, just felt like giving it a little love because its twin stick mechanics here are absolutely solid. I like the vibrant visuals that keep things entertaining. There's a whole lot of enemies to take on, and then it just has this fast pace that you just don't see all that often. Alright, so Door Kickers is one I really like. It's here with 67% off. This one is Cubic Games, and if you haven't seen already, I did 2 videos with them this week, so I'll link those down below. They've got a massive winter sale and an OLED giveaway. This game though is absolutely addictive, a top-down strategic title where you control the movement of a SWAT team, tackling what is increasingly challenging like missions. There's no real action as such here, rather it's all about making good decisions on behalf of your team, but for anyone that's old enough to remember like OG Rainbow Six used to have the amazing planning stage, this is a game essentially built all around that. I like it though, take a look if that sounds like your vibe. So I'm going to keep these next 3 quick, and that's the Saga series. These are games I have on my Switch, still working my way through nearly all of them, but just the depth of them, you can't summarise them effectively in a paragraph or 2. Right now though, we have Romancing Saga 2, 3 and then also Grace Ambitions. They're all rocking 70% off, that is a new low price. Turn-based RPGs though, now classics from Square Enix, the second and the third are of the old school kind of pixel variety, while Grace is rocking Feta style 3D. Fantastic stories though, epic in scale, you're battling like 7 heroes, a child of destiny, all sorts of good stuff. But yeah, watch dedicated reviews on these first, make sure they are for you, they are loved for a reason though in the RPG world. So our penultimate game of the video then, Wallachia Reign of Dracula. It comes in with a new low of 53% off. This one going in I wasn't sure, I didn't particularly like what I was seeing of the visuals and the animation style, but having run through the game now I ended up appreciating what they did. Influenced by Castlevania, it's an action platformer tasking you to take down Vlad Dracula. Think though a whole host of enemies to take down, boss moments, a challenge of course given its influences, and there's even some mini-games and bonuses from Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. It's good stuff. I did not have like huge expectations going in as I said, so it was definitely a nice surprise. So our final game of the week then, the Takeover. This was an easy pick and it's a new low here of 75% off. It constantly gets comparisons to Streets of Rage, and understandably so. It was a key influence, but it copied Streets of Rage 4 comment is incorrect. This was in development for years, long before Streets of Rage 4 came along. If you like that series though, come here, it's an absolute love letter to it. It supports a local 2-player though, has 3 playable characters, contains a few vehicle-based levels as well, which definitely breaks the norm. They're also pretty well implemented, and then you're out to save your daughter who is kidnapped, with basically what is a journey across the city Steel Haven. Quality soundtrack as well. And that's another week down, and it's not bad given we just made our way out of the Black Friday sales. Another shout out then to Red Deer Games, who were kind enough to sponsor today's video with their latest release, that is Detective D, The Silk Rose Murders. You can check that out in the pinned comment down below. It's also rocking a 50% launch discount right now, so it's definitely worth a look. A shout out then to the patrons of the channel who are just going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch, as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.